Alrighty, I have finished my plaster book slash art journals, and they're ready to go into my shop. I only made 4 because they're very labor intensive, and not knowing if there was going to be a big response to these or not as far as purchasing, that's why I only made 4. Anyway, they basically all have the same interiors in that there are 50 sides of the pages, at least 6 or 7 of those pages, which is 14 sides, are the plaster. 4 sides are handmade papers. I have 6 sides that are watercolor papers. Then there's 4 sides of my eco dyed fabric, and then we have about, I think it's 14 sides of eco printed paper, and then 4 sides of plastered papers. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll go through and describe one of them, and then I'll just flip through the rest because they basically have the same interiors. So they all have a wood cover that has been plastered and gessoed and ready for you to go. The binding is a wax covered cord that has been tied. This way, if you want to remove pages or add pages, you can easily do that. It is not glued or any fancy knots or anything. You can open this up if you so wish. Each of them will have a different embellishment in the cover. And this is the cotton that has been plastered. And this is some doily that has been plastered and added to that. This is very thick handmade paper. And this is just some paper that I did some stenciling of some of the plaster and then gessoed. Here is some of the eco dyed paper. The paper, I got some muslin and sewed on each section where the hole would be so it would not tear. So it's reinforced with the muslin, plus it's been sewed. This is the fabric that had been eco dyed. This is another plastered cotton page, along with some of the some lace on there. Watercolor. Here's some of the eco dyed paper. So the intention of this book is that you can use it in any fashion that you want. You have papers, like this one is plastered and gessoed, so you can use it just as you would any other canvas. You can watercolor, you can draw, you can sketch, you can journal on these papers, you can glue on them. Whatever you use your journals for, you can use these. Here's some more of the fabric that's been plastered and gessoed. Some more of the eco dyed. More watercolor. I think this is a 140 or 160 pound watercolor. Some more echoed. Here is some more plastered pages. Plastered paper. Here's some more plastered cotton. Eco dyed paper. And the back page is the thick handmade paper. I have one of these in each of the journals, and that is in case you want to write or draw or paint. You have something a little sturdy so that you can do that without having all the lumps and bumps of the plaster and all the other stuff that's in here. And because all of these are pretty much the same, the covers and the colors, I kept them all neutral. All I've done is I have put a colored ribbon on the top of each one of these boards in each journal, just so we can distinguish one from the other. So obviously this is the green one, and so that I don't get confused I put a G just in case these come out. I went, oh no, which was the green one? Okay, that's that one. And the rest I will just flip through because they have all of the same papers. Okay, there they are. They'll be listed by either orange, green, purple, or blue.